Hey everyone, I am John Gabriel Maduro and I selected the career path forensics. I chose forensics because I love watching Detective Conan and Alred. If you're not familiar with it, Detective Conan is an anime about a brilliant high school detective who gets poisoned by a secret criminal group and then he shrinks into a child. Hiding his identity as Conan Edogawa, he solves crimes and hunts the syndicate to find a cure and become himself again. While Nile is a YouTuber and a chemist, one of his famous videos is about turning a plastic glove into hot sauce using chemistry. I really enjoyed them back when there was a pandemic, and that's why I chose forensics. Here, I have gathered and summarized real-life experiences from forensic professionals on Reddit describing what their daily work looks like. And most of them say that forensic daily work is mostly focused on casework evidence. They examined and package evidence, write and review reports, and they verify their conclusions. They also communicate with detectives, investigators, and attorneys about cases. Depending on their role, they may respond to crime scenes and sometimes testify in court to explain their findings. Because they handle sensitive cases, accuracy, professionalism, and confidentiality are very important. Overall, forensic work is less like the fast-paced investigation we see on TV, and more about careful scientific analysis, documentation, and evidence handling. With these experiences, I have learned that you need a problem-solving mindset. And here are the words I came up with. Analytical, which means to carefully examine evidence and connect details before you reach a conclusion. As for objective, it means that you should rely on facts and scientific evidence rather than assumptions or emotions. For adaptable, this means to be prepared to handle different cases, unexpected situations, and changing circumstances. Here are some of the key instruments and techniques used in modern forensics labs according to the official page of Chandigarh University. First, we have the Laboratory Information Management System or the LIMS. These track evidence and maintain its chain of custody. Next is the Gas Chromatography Mass Spectrometry. This identifies substances such as chemicals and unknown compounds. Next is the Comparison Microscopes. These compare evidence such as fibers, hair, and other trace materials. Next, the technique called polymerase chain reaction. These amplify small amounts of DNA for analysis. Next is called the FTIR spectrometers. These identify materials by their molecular properties. Did you know, in the late 19th century, Sherlock Holmes stories by Arthur Conan Doyle popularized trace evidence, ballistics, and typewriting analysis even before real police adopted them. This is because police departments relied primarily on eyewitness testimony, informants, and basic physical rounding up of suspects. Crime scenes were routinely contaminated because protecting them was not a standard procedure. It's amazing that Doyle's writing effectively created a public blueprint for modern forensics, showing the world how a crime scene should be handled decades before the police caught up. And here are the references that I used for the PowerPoint. Thank you and blessed be God forever.